feel the fire. Yeah. Feel me. I want to feel you. Ooh, ooh. If I should lose your love, for any reason at all, please let my record show I gave you all I know. Oh, I know. Feel, feel the fire. Feel the fire. Yeah. Don't you come to play with my emotions. Yeah. Sing it, Peebo. Feel the fire. Ooh, I got some fire. Don't try to play with my emotions. Yeah. Oh, woo, y'all. Good evening, good Friday evening, good blessed day. Do y'all feel the fire? I feel the fire. Such an amazing day. It's amazing. I'm Classy Lady. Welcome to my station, my channel. Thank y'all for coming over. Come on over, sit down, and let's talk for a little bit. We talk about everything. As long as it's not racial, disrespectful, insulting, or bullying. We talk about everything, anything, whatever you want to talk about. If I don't have a subject to talk about, drop it in the chat what you want to talk about. And maybe somebody else may know the answer. We'll just have a conversation. So, I am still looking for new subscribers. If you're passing by my channel, this is the first time, please hit the notification bell, subscribe to my channel so you'll know when Classy Lady comes on. Woo, I shouldn't have listened to that song coming on. But anyway, thank y'all for coming over. I do have paid memberships as I am a partner with YouTube. So I do have paid memberships available. There are 3 levels, $1.99, $2.99, and $3.99. You can come in and join whichever level you would like. That means when you become a member of Classy Lady's channel, whenever you speak or whatever, your name will light up in green. Okay? Also, we offer super chats, super stickers, and super gifts, super thanks. The super chat, super stickers, you'll see it in the little dollar sign. The amount goes from anywhere from $1 all over to $500. You move the dial in which you want to donate, be a blessing to me, the content creator. Super gifts, same thing. You'll see them floating up in the air, different little GIFs that people purchase by hitting the little gift box. It's all kind of little GIFs in there. Super thanks is after I do my live. You can go to any of my lives and catch the replays. They're all titled, and you can pick and choose whichever one you want to listen to. There's tea in there. There's information and stories that we share. I share. People on the internet share, but you won't hear them talking. You'll just hear me responding to them and what I think. And it's just common sense, my own opinion. It's not any. I put it like this: I'm not your doctor. I'm not your psychiatrist. I'm not your therapist. I am me, and I will answer you as plain and in real time as possible. So, with that being said, I think I hit all of the things. Again, welcome over to my channel. I'm Classy Lady. Hit the like button when you come in. That's the thumbs up. and give me a thumbs up when you come in. I will greatly appreciate it. It puts me out there in the algorithm, and it lets other people know that I am available and I am live. So with that all being said, that little message and me giving y'all a little show, the people in blue, if you get out of line with the racial comments, the slurs, the insults, the people in blue will do it to you. They will get you out of here. Hopefully they see your ugly comments before I do. Because if I see them, I'm going to ban you from my channel. And then I don't know if YouTube make you make a new page or what, but you won't come back over here unless you make a new page. So y'all hit the like button. And thank you, ADHD. You're the first one to come in here. And then you have enough nerves to put an angel behind your name. Lord have mercy. Never know what you going to do. When you come over here, you are like a box of chocolates. You don't know which one you going to get when you come in. You a coconut, too. Some days you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Hey, Ozella, how you doing? Hey, Leslie, how you doing? Yeah, child. Hey, Faith, how you doing? Hey, y'all out there in the YouTube land. Thank you. Yes, I am back home in my own environment. Thank you. I got these glasses. The glasses, the black, these are reading glasses, and I need to go back onto the TikTok shop. And Lady Roz had the glasses on first, and she said where she got them from. I immediately went to the TikTok shop because if I didn't at the time when she said it, and I could go on there, I would have forgot. So I went on there, and I think I got 5 pair. I broke the brown pair, so that's why I'm gonna go back on there and order me another set. Maybe a different one than the black. Maybe if they have a red or some other colors. But I think it had 5 colors. Let me see. Clear, the red, the black and gray, and blue. Yeah, it was 5 when I got mine back then. So yeah, it was on the TikTok shop. I need to tag them in do my little store setup where y'all can go buy off of my page. Let's see. I'm always hitting the doggone buttons with my little fat fingers. Let me go back up. I was trying to read. Hey, Laverne. That's where I stopped at. Laverne. Aurelius Tassetti. I don't know. This is not a channel for 13-year-olds. So if you're 13, please leave my channel or you will be removed. You might want to say what age you are. If you're over the age of 25, you can stay. But if not, my moderator is going to remove you. Sinkarate. I need to get life. You need to get a life. I need to get a life, or that's a song, or what does that mean? I need to get a life. Sinkarate. This channel says Classy Lady. I'm Classy Lady. That's me. You came looking for me on my channel. So if you want me to get a life, why don't you get a life and get off my channel? Because evidently you don't have one because you over here. I have a life. I'm on here entertaining people that wants to be entertained by me. So don't come over here with that foolishness. And what you should have did, you came in my house and you didn't speak. You should have came in here and spoke and say, Classy Lady, you need to get a life. That would have been better. So no, you need to get a life. And I'm not gonna even delete you. I'm gonna let your little crazy tail stay up in here. Let people see how stupid you are. Just saying. Weren't you in the hospital a little while? Yes, I was in the hospital actually on Tuesday. I got out on Tuesday. Thank you for noticing. Thank you for coming over. I hope you have subscribed to the channel because you know that I was in the hospital. So evidently, you've been watching me. Okay, just saying. Yes, I'm glad to be back home too. Thank you. And thank you for all the well wishes. I'm pretty sure you saw me many times on here. I don't know why I seem like I'm sitting so far back. I am. And then my back hurting now. Hey, Miss Sandra D, how you doing? Thank you, just saying, for the gold coin and the floating heart. I wish I could put it right here and send it to somebody and then put that gold coin in my pocket. Yep, I am interested. Yep, when you come in my house, speak first. Don't just walk up in here. I don't walk up in your house and not speak. Don't walk up in mine. Thank you for the sparkles. You have a life. You're living. You have, when you wake up every day, God bless you to open them eyes, put them feet on the ground, whether you have feet or not, whatever you have, you get up and you have a life. You just might not do anything. You might need to find you something to do if you don't go anywhere, if you don't have any friends or something. You can be a volunteer, be a big brother, big sister. You can volunteer at a food bank. You can volunteer at a shelter, at church. There's a lot of stuff that you can do. It might not be something that you thought of, but it's a lot that you can do. And you will meet a lot of people. You will meet a lot of people. If you're not working, then go get your job. If you're bored at home, go get your part-time job. But you have a life. Oh, okay. No, I'm not saying that you was tight for money. I said to meet people. You say you didn't have a life. So you just living. No, you have a life. You live in your life. Whatever it is you're doing. And I thank you for the gifts. I really appreciate it. I'm not underestimating you at all. Thank you, DMSQWERTY. You make me say that every time. But hello, and thank you for coming over. Yeah, I know it's tight for all of us, boo. I actually had to go to the grocery store because I didn't have like my little snacks or stuff that I can snack on because, like I say, I eat once a day. And so, but during the day, I might, have some grapes, go pull me 2, 3, 4 of them and eat them. And like they had cherries on sale, get a couple of them. That will hold me over. I forgot to get some strawberries. That would just kind of hold me over and tie me over. But everything, I put on the list for some potatoes because today I had a doctor's appointment. Wait a minute. Back up. Rewind. How was everybody day today? I hope y'all had a wonderful day. I hope y'all had a good day. We had a lot of rain here in Houston, Texas. A lot. It rained off and on. It's been raining a couple of days. I'm not complaining about the rain. If I don't want it to rain enough for people to start flooding and water to come in their house. But we need the rain because these bayous and rivers and all of that the water need to come up, the water levels in a drought. Trust me and believe when this rain stop and that heat come, we're going to wish it was raining because the rain cools it off. When I left out the house this morning, I said, whoo, it was like an oven, whoo, hit me in the face. And I told my dad, I said, ooh, it's mighty warm out here. He told me, I ain't really pay no attention. I said, okay, then you pay aside, not me. Yeah, he said he didn't really pay attention. But shoot, I felt it when I came out of my house. I guess I was in the cool. And I went outside and that wind, whew, and I was like, oh my God, it's warm out here. But yeah, I'm grateful for the rain that we have. And I know it may ruin people's activities and things that they need to do. But y'all think about it. We do need some rain. These grounds are dry. Y'all better hope we keep getting some rain if y'all want to pop them fireworks for the 4th of July. And not saying rain all the way into July, but we do need, I don't know about where y'all live at, but yeah. Yep. I know y'all need some rain out there, Sandra D. Shoes. We've been needing it. It's been all over. We've been needing that rain. Y'all out here that live in Texas and YouTube land, y'all know y'all need that water. Some of the places y'all that is dry is a bone. That water drop on that dirt and just roll. Because it need to rain enough to saturate the ground. Now once it get in there and it start being muddy and things of that nature, then yeah. But long as it can kind of keep it cool, I welcome the rain. I remember one year it rained the whole month of, it was either June or July. The whole entire month, every day. Maybe this is the month. Maybe this is June, that month that it rained a whole month. I mean, every day it rained. So I don't know if it was the month of June or what it was, but I do remember one, and I remember putting it into my garage. I said, you know what? It's been raining every day of the month. I mean, every day of the week. It's been raining. So yeah, I hope all of y'all had a good day today. I had a good day today. My first follow up. Y'all hit the like button as you're coming in, and y'all out there in YouTube land, hello, and thank y'all for supporting me. Thank y'all for coming by. Whether you stay a minute, you stay 5 minutes, you subscribe, or whatever you do. Thank y'all for supporting the classy lady. Yeah, shoot, to get it warm, and to get it cool, and not these. Well, the whenever the light bill, it didn't. When I went to the mailbox today, it wasn't in there. I don't know why it wasn't in there. You're hiding. Don't be hiding, because my light bill probably, when I got like a snapshot, it should be no more than about $52 to $77. Go on and send me that light bill. Go on and send me that cheap light bill. You know, I wasn't here. I was in the hospital, and the air condition was off. OFF. I wasn't cooling off the furniture. I wasn't cooling off the floor. I wasn't cooling off nothing. I turned it off. It didn't need to run. Now that it's been on, my birthday balloons, I forgot to tell my brother to take the birthday signs down. The alarm company called me about 5 times a day when I went to the doctor. We got a motion. We got a motion in your den. Ain't nobody in there. But I didn't know what it was. I thought it might have been my wheelchair, because I took some steps and got in the car with my walker. And I know once we got to the doctor, we could use the wheelchair there. So they kept calling. I say, no, don't worry about it. I say, because if something happened, I'll call the police once I get there. When you say the front door or the back door, then y'all can send somebody. But just you saying motion, ain't nobody in there, because when we left, we turned it on, and unless it was a ghost in here, and ain't nobody passed in here. And I know my mama ain't coming to hunt me. My mama loved me. I dream about her. When I dream about my mom, I have good dreams. I be laughing, and we be laughing and talking. So I know it wasn't nothing like that. Hey Angela, how you doing? I wank a Nobi. TGIF, yeah. Thank God it's Friday. I'm glad to be home, Angela. I am really glad to be home. My house missed me. I got them little doodoo bugs, was all just every little corner. You can get them from, let me see. Did my brother come over here yesterday? Today is Friday. He came over here Wednesday. And he saw some of them little doodoo bugs, and he started sweeping. He swept some from in this corner. He swept some out the bathroom corner. He swept some out the other bathroom. It was they were behind the door. When he went to use the restroom, he seen them. He was sweeping there. They was by the fireplace. He was sweeping there, by the back door. Oh, he was a sweeping. Nothing but them little doodle bugs just everywhere. I guess they call it little partners, and they come to troll my house. So wherever they was at, they died right there. And so he thought he got them out. So when I was talking to him today, I say, you know them doggone doodoo bugs? I say, I thought you got them from the front door. He say, I did. I say, no, you didn't. I say, because in the former dining room, them doodoo bugs was on the floor. He say, God dog it. So when he came today again, he bought me a shower head, a new shower head. We was trying to set up the Ring camera doorbell that he gave me, but we got to wait till the authorization, because evidently it's still connected to him, and he was trying to do it, and it kicked him out. So he have to give authorization for me to be able to use it, because I'm trying to change the information, but he the one was putting it in. So he did that. What else he did? Oh, y'all remember my smoke detectors that was beep, beep? My cousin put them in backwards. That's why as soon as she put them in, they never stopped. I got to call her tonight and tell her. They never stopped beeping because she put them in backwards. So he had bought new batteries and everything, but he put me in. He came sit one by me. He say, "Let me know if it beep." So he turned around. He say, "Oh, she had them in backwards. That's why they was beeping." Cause I knew I bought brand new batteries to go in all of them, and she put them in there. But me and her, dum da dum dum. Instead of us taking them out and changing the batteries the other way, no, we didn't do that. So they've been beeping since before my cruise. So now he came and changed them around. So it wasn't, I said, like I told him, I said, it wasn't the batteries. Shoot, I know I had bought some new batteries. I know that's right. I'm trying to say that electricity any way I can. I need to buy another fan. My fan in my room, the one I have one the one that's stand on the stand, it broke. So I had a big oscillating fan that my dad gave me. I've been having it for years. I got it in here, but I turned it off because it was making too much noise. But that one need to go back in the front room because with that and the ceiling fan, I don't have to have my AC so low because I'm in the room. I got the ceiling fan. I got the fan blowing on me and got a little clip fan from the hospital. Ain't God good? So I got one that'll be blowing on me this way and the other one coming another way. So yeah, I don't have to, do all that stuff with the electricity. Yeah, that smoke. I mean, they was going off in four of them, just beep beep, and they stayed beeping, and we couldn't figure out what it was. Well, we didn't try to figure out. Yeah, you see it, don't you? Yeah, I have a four poster bed. Ain't nothing new. Yeah, sure is. Mid Duran 100. Yeah. So I had a good day today. Today was the first checkup on my foot since I had surgery. It's been 3 weeks, and I got stitches removed. Thank God, cause I didn't think. I mean, I told you I got a billion stitches in my foot. So he went and he took a lot of stitches out. Then skin, I tell you, on your feet, dry skin, boy, that stuff grow quick. So my doctor is a stickler. He gonna clean your foot, and he was lotioning my leg, and I was like, oh my God, that hurt. I want to tell him my leg is sensitive, that hurt. Normally it'd be feeling like a massage, but he was rubbing that lotion in my leg, and I was like, you know what? When I come back Tuesday, I'm gonna have me a towel with my antibacterial soap already on it for when I leave home. And when we take the ace bandages off, I'm going to wipe my foot and my leg. Or I'm going to tell him, can you wipe it and get some of that dead skin and let's lotion my skin. Because, baby, when he was rubbing my leg, I want to say, oh, that normally it feel good. But, Doc, my leg is so sensitive. It hurt. It is hurting. But I ain't say nothing. I just shut my mouth and endured it. That's all I could do. I just shut my mouth. Girl, let me tell you, when I cleaned out the room and the bathroom. I left it just like I would leave my bathroom. It was clean, no towels, no nothing hanging around in there. And then the drawers, I went through the little drawers to make sure I didn't leave none of my stuff or nothing in there. And that's why I end up with let me see, 6 of them them little hospital bags, them plastic bags with that string on it. I ended up with 6 of them. I had medical supplies that they can't give it to nobody else. So once they check it out, they checking it out, and your insurance is paying for it. So no, we gonna take it. We get here. I packed all that up in there. When I got checked out on, it's funny how they do it because it's the hospital side and it was physical therapy, but they under the same umbrella. But they had to check me out of the hospital. So when they checked me out the hospital side, and my nurse was getting ready to roll me to the other side, y'all, I had a fan that don't have a clip on it, and it was hanging on IV pole. It was hanging on the IV pole, and when they gave me blood, when they gave me IV, my fan was still up there with on one of the things blowing down on me, and they knew it because I said, turn my fan back on me, turn my fan back on me. So when I told him, I said, oh, give me my fan. unplug that fan. No, I didn't say that. He looked up there. I said something. And he said, oh, here, take this with you. I said, okay, thank you. It don't have a clip, but it's mine. He said, now take this with you. So I went on and took it with me. So when I got down to the physical therapy part and they re-enrolled me and stuff, they had a fan in the drawer with the clip. So I took that out and I clipped it on my bed, like that's where they supposed to be. I clipped it on my bed. So when God dog, wait a minute, what is this? Dr. Funkenstein. Hey. Hey, Jake. Cardi kids. Yes, I do believe in Jesus. I do believe in Jesus. I sure do. Thank you, Dr. Finkel. I'm not gonna even try to I ain't gonna even try to say all that. Gorgeous rhymes with Jesus. Y'all both divine. Thank you. Oh, you trying to do a little flirt? You trying to do a little flirt? Out of Winkanova, yeah. Why? What day was that? The power flicked in the on the physical therapy side. I can't tell what happened on the other side of the hospital, but in the physical therapy, the power flicked and the power went out, stayed out for 5 minutes. The power came on. The AC on our side did not. When I tell you 2 days, I had to sleep with no AC. The window didn't open. And they hadn't even got those vent fans yet. And I didn't find out till the next day when some of the men were saying, why they don't have a Jesus emoji. I don't know. Maybe these people that got YouTube don't believe in God. That might be why they don't have a Jesus emoji. But they do have some a cross and some doves and some praying hands. They do have that. So them older men, they were sleeping with one leg to the west, one leg to the east, and no pajama pants or gown. And I cracked up with one of the text say, boy, I'm glad you got clothes on. I say, why you say that? She said, I done got some surprises this morning going to take vitals, going to take blood pressure and stuff. She said, I done got some surprises when I walked in these patients' room. I say, what? Some of them were spread eagle and they were just everywhere, dangling and hanging everywhere. And some just didn't have, I guess the women didn't have none on either. But I was dressed. I just wasn't under the cover because I'm used to laying down and be under the cover, but with the fan blowing. So I had the one with the clip. Then I said, oh, let me get my little broke down fan. I got the little broke fan and I positioned it in the drawer on my purse. And so I had that one blowing on me and the other one. It helped me, but when I had to get up to go to the restroom or whatever, it was hot. It was like they said, it was hot. So then they finally got the AC things, portables. But me and the guy on the end, it wasn't no air that they had it over here and then one over there, but it wasn't blowing toward us. So we weren't really getting no, circulation. So one of the nurses, she moved the thing, so moved it a little bit further back our way so it could kind of, flow in our room. But 2 nights with no air conditioning, so I deserved both of my fans, the broke one with no clip and the one with the clip. But I didn't have to smuggle the one with the clip because the nurse say, here, take this fan with you. Y'all ain't said nothing but a word. I packed up everything that wasn't nailed down that was in my room. I sure did. So since you're going to charge the insurance for it, let me get that. Hey, Taterbug, let me see who else I done missed back up in here. Yeah, so I took all that wasn't nailed down that was due for me. I don't understand that by changing my bed to wood, not obvious your bed. Well, it's a wooden it's wood. I've been having it for a while and I won't change it unless one of them wood poles get broken, and I ain't swinging from the pole, so they should be okay. I don't let the kids swing on them and mess them up. So they good for right now. Tater bug. Yeah, y'all, I think YouTube blend. So yeah, today was a good day. So I went to the doctor. He took some of my stitches out of my foot, and I did good. He just told me to, kind of rest even out the wheelchair, because my leg need to be up, because it was well, it is still swollen. It's still swollen in one spot. I hope that's all it is. Ain't nothing going on, because it's swollen in one spot. And it's swollen not swollen at the bottom. It's swelling. So I've been on my feet all day, and I will be getting in the bed later. But I woke up, went to bed early, like I say, by 12 something, and I'll be doggone if I ain't wake up at 3 something in the morning. Couldn't go to sleep. Well, let me get some peanut butter cookies. I sat there and ate. Well, I laid down and ate them peanut butter. One pack was good. I said, shoot, let me get that other one. So I sat and ate 2 peanut butter packs. I don't know. Maybe my sugar was going down. And the good Lord usually wake me up. So I reached over and got them and ate them. Yeah. I end up getting my Raw Squad Maxing and Relaxing cup when I was in the hospital, and I just moved it, and my other one I have about the same size. It's the same size, and that was a Christmas cup that said ho ho ho. So I just put them to the side. But then when I was going on my cruise 3 years ago, my cousin had got this with our name on them and stuff like that, and I used this. So I got some soda in there because I had been having that pain back there. But now that I took some gas X and stuff, I do feel it's dissolving. It's not bothering me as much as it was, because I was thinking, Lord, please don't let me have to go to the emergency room thinking there's something else going on back there, because I'm taking a blood thinner and stuff like that for a little bit. Hey, Lady Justice, how you doing? Yes, I was praying that it wouldn't be something like that and I'd have to go back, because I was like, Lord, have mercy. But I got to repack my little emergency suitcase and stuff. Yeah, so that's why I say amazing. And that's something Roz used to say was amazing, so amazing, amazing life. And when we look at it, we all, most of us do. I'm claiming it. I'm claiming I have a beautiful life, even though I have medical issues and things going on. I'm still gonna claim it because it could be worse. It could be worse, and I know it could. But I know nobody would want to trade lives with me as far as when you get to the medical part. Now the other part of my life, yes, but when you get to the medical, no, you wouldn't trade that. So I saw one of my friends in that. Well, we met at the doctor's office, and we've been going back and forth. I said, girl, you got it again? And she say, like, yeah. She said, I just can't get it together. Her foot bad. And she said, I just can't get it together. And I tell you what, it's her driving foot. Last year was my driving foot, and the other years it was driving foot. This time it's my left foot. It's not my driving foot. So we was in there talking, and the assistant said, y'all exchange numbers? Do y'all know? I said, we been knowing each other. We got each other number. And I told her, answer the phone. She said, I've been going through so much. And she was kind of telling me a little bit. I said, oh, yeah, you've been going through it. I said, well, I have too. We got to exchange stories, because we done been to the movies. We done been out to eat. We just sit down and just be talking. Hey, Princess Strickland, how you doing? Yeah. So for y'all that don't know, it's probably a lot of y'all don't know Peabo Bryson. Lord have mercy. The man passed on June 2nd. My girlfriend told me, let me put this on pause. Because, oh, that's Teddy Pendergrass. Let me put that on pause. Because when I get off here with y'all, I'm just to jam me some more Peabo Bryson. I was looking him up, and the man was born the same day I was, April the 13th. I don't believe I know maybe one person, and it's not somebody that's close to me. I may have ran across a person with their birthday the same day as mine. I couldn't believe it when I had Googled him, and I looked, I said, April 13th. I said, oh my goodness. He was an awesome singer. Y'all that went to see what's that, Beauty and the Beast? He did that theme song. He did that Whole New World. Y'all might know him of that, but that Beauty and the Beast song, he did that, and he did that one, The Whole New World with Disney, and that's a very, 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 very popular song with everybody, and especially with the kids. That Disney, oh yeah, and him singing, him and on one of them, him and I think it was Stephanie Mills or somebody was singing. Y'all, if y'all don't know him, y'all need to Google him and go listen to Peabo Bryson, some of his music. The man could sing. I went to see him. Him and Jeffrey Osborne came. Baby, when I tell you them two older guys gave a heck of a concert, oh my God. And then they had, who was that? No, that was Jeffrey Osborne. Had enough nerves to walk out, come out in the audience off stage and sing all up in your face. But I guess he thought I was looking at him like a Snicker that I could eat. He went to the other side of me, and he sat on this lady's lap, and she just hugged him. She was in shock. I said, baby, I'd have been hugging on him and be like, when he'd have been trying to get up, I'd have been still holding on to him. I said, he didn't come over here because I guess I was looking at him like, if you come over here and sit on my lap, it's going to be on and popping. And that's how I was looking, because me and my friend was sitting the 4th row from the stage. 4th row. And then it had some seats available behind us. And so Chris Tucker had came because he was in town to do something, I think a promotion or something he was doing. And he heard that Jeffrey Osborne was in town. And he said Jeffrey Osborne is one of his all-time favorite singers. And he asked them to let him bring him on stage. And Jeffrey Osborne didn't know that it was Chris Tucker doing that. And boy, when I tell you, he must have rehearsed that line. He gave that man such a warm welcome and about his hits and Grammy Award winner, if he won any Grammys. He gave Jeffrey Osborne the warmest welcome on that stage. And then we look around, we so busy looking at Jeffrey, jamming with Jeffrey. I look back at them seats where I told you I was empty. Guess who was sitting there? Chris Tucker and his bodyguards. And I was looking, I was like, there go Chris Tucker. I hit my friend, I said, girl, I say, look behind us. I said, that's Chris Tucker sitting back there. She got so nervous, she didn't want to see. I said, girl, look. And when she looked, boy, I was up there snapping pictures. I sure was. But she always want to go, yeah, those two, yeah. I don't know if Sylvan passed on the same day as Peabo, but I know if he didn't pass this week, he passed last week. Yeah, I did see that. But I didn't know Peabo until my friend told me. Hey, Diamond D. Yeah, I didn't know until my friend told me about Peabo. But I say, Lord have mercy. That one, that Can You Stop the Rain, I was playing. If y'all wouldn't know him, when baby, I was jamming Feel the Fire. Ooh, Lord. I didn't play it too loud, but I was singing for y'all. I was playing, ooh, I wish I could play Feel the Fire. I don't want YouTube to do nothing to my channel, but baby, that Feel the Fire, him and Stephanie Mills, boy, just get to you. And then it's got that other one with Teddy Pendergrass. Teddy, Teddy, Teddy. Oh Lord. Woo, the men cause know they could sing. But you out with a date, yeah. It's going down when we get back to the house. You drop, yeah. You ain't got to hurry up and leave, but you know, if you can sing like they can, you can stay. Hey, Valentine, baby. I'm over here cutting up. Yeah, but Peabo Bryson, and then that other one, Can You Stop the Rain? You Can't Stop the Rain. No, it's Can You Stop the Rain? And one Reaching for the Sky. Ooh, Lord have mercy. But that man, no, he turned out some good. And I was like, so I was looking at him. He born on the same day with me. His daughter is born a year after me. And I was like, wow. I didn't realize that he was that old. Well, he had her young, but he's 70. He was 75. And baby, that North Carolina and that South Carolina, baby, y'all turn out some awesome singers out there. Cause I tell you, it's a show. Y'all had a lot of people. We thinking Motown and stuff with, baby, they came. I guess they must have came from all over to go to Motown or whatever. But them was some singers out of North Carolina and South Carolina. Yeah. I think I would have been some stalkers somewhere around up in there, but they live there and they from there. But Peabo was living in Marietta, Georgia. That's where he passed that from a stroke. But I think that was his second one. He had one already. Yeah, that's some good music, baby. I was jamming before anybody came in. ADHD got the concert. Hey, Retired Young, how you doing? Yes, it's good to see me home. It's good to be seen at home, child. My doctor said, he said, it's good to see you. I say, and it's good to be seen. He just fell out laughing. He say, if you don't have some comeback, he say, I just don't know what you do. I say, yeah, it's good to be seen. And it is. It is. I'm just trying to lighten up the load because we've been having a heavy load this week. We've been carrying a heavy, heavy load. And we still. Thank you. I was putting something together. Y'all know I love color. I got a bunch of colors in this dress. Yeah, I love color. This my time. I like to be colorful. Call me a rainbow, call me a flower girl, call me whatever you want. But I'm going to be colorful. Yes, I am happy for me too. Y'all just don't know. Hey, Yo-Yo, how you doing? I had been washing because I hadn't had a chance to wash the stuff from my cruise from the hospital. I got one load left, and that's like my white clothes and lighter clothes. But I'm going to have to take some of them dark clothes out of there. And I think I'm going to hang them where I had my stuff at before. But my clothes are color coordinated, and eventually they're going to have to go in the spots of their color origin because I can't stand clothes mix match. I did this long time ago, and it took a while to get all my color clothes and stuff coordinated. So when you go black, everything black together, everything blue together, everything red together, everything pink, purple, lilac, everything is together. Orange, brown, yellow, everything. So when my brother had to come get some clothes for me, I could tell him, okay, go where my black clothes at. Give me a t-shirt, some warm up, 2 t-shirts, and a pair of them black warmers, but they velour, so them things is hot. I say go where my blue stuff at, and then I tell him go where the purple stuff at, go with the green, and just bring me the pants. Make sure you get and I have like a t-shirt, whatever. But I say, just make sure I'm matching. So he got all my clothes together and stuff. I got some shampoo, and I was able to shampoo my hair and for the first time in a long time. And yeah, I have an awesome brother. Like I said, he went to work. He came here. He went to the store. He bought changed my shower head on the shower because the other one it had its days. Well, I didn't have a shower thing that you pulled down, but he went and he got me that, and he bought the batteries. He said, what else is on your list? And I said, I'm gonna have to get the guy back out of here to reclaim my carpet because he cleaned it, and I know I ain't just dumped nothing all up on the floor. But the same spots I asked him to clean it, why they resurfaced. So he came late, and I think he rushed, and it's almost like he just cleaned it with some water, like he didn't use his. So I'm gonna have to tell him about that. You know, you should have put spot cleaner down first, and when it was first done, it looked good. You couldn't tell, but after time, you started seeing the spots, and I'm like, now I got to either pay him to come back out here or get somebody else, and somebody else probably gonna charge me a lot of money. Cause I just want him to do like the walkways. We ain't gotta move no furniture. I say if you just go in the way of where, you know, you'll find my path. I'm not moving. I done put everything up that I want off the floor. If it's on the floor, go around it. Because evidently I'm not there anyway. So just go around the path where it's open path where I walk. That's all you have to do. We ain't moving no furniture. We ain't doing none of that. So I'm gonna have to call them back. Hey, Gloria. Yeah, I told him cause that's what I want him to do, the high traffic area. And then like I said, it's got a drip, 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 cause I had wasted some apple juice, and all that stuff is resurfaced. And I don't really feel I should have to pay for it, but my brother said, well, you know he ain't gonna come back out here for free. So I said, well, yeah, maybe I get somebody else to do it, but they're gonna charge me more because, you know, he's a friend of ours. And I know he gave me a good deal. He didn't charge me just as much as he could have. So I'm just going to have to let him know. So I got, y'all, when you got so much stuff to do, I don't know if you write it down or not, but write it down, because you have your mind be all clogged with a whole bunch of stuff, trying to remember what you got to do, and make your list of stuff. I don't know if you have to look around your house or your apartment. Make your list of stuff that need to be done, that need to be fixed. Write it down. Then it may be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or whatever, but write it down on something, and then as you complete a task, just mark it off. And you'll see how you feel much better. Because, oh, well, I got that done. I got this done. Before you know it, you didn't finish the whole list and throw it in the trash. But, yeah, that's what I do. I make a list on the stuff that I need to get done. And so my brother was trying to do it. I was like, you can't do it. But the mosquitoes is bad out here, too. I said, you don't need to get bit by no mosquito. I'm like, oh, okay. You don't need to get bit by no mosquito. But baby, when he was putting the Ring camera in, and he was going, instead of him opening the front door, he would just go back around through the garage and come through the other door. Well, when you come in the house, you're leaving the door open, so you're letting the mosquitoes in. So I said, I tell you what, I was rolling to the front. I said, I backed up. I got my Raid. Baby, I think Raid will kill anything. Baby, I started spraying the air. Shh. Then I opened the door and I was shh. And I got a reef on the door. I was shh. I said, I bet you they come through that gas, that Raid gas. They won't fall over there because it's just about to kill me too. My brother said, what are you doing with some road spray? I say, Raid and road spray kill anything. I'm convinced when they got that lizard, oh yeah. So I was spraying for the mosquitoes not to come in the house. But I don't think they've done it over here yet, did no spraying yet. So I think that's why they so bad. Yeah, you got to write this. Oh, this thing is pinching me. I have to give myself my antibiotics. Well, I got to do it every day for 2 weeks. I don't really feel I should have to pay for the medicine, but I got to fork up $220 every Monday. That ain't nothing nice. I'll be fussing when they come and I got to give my credit card number. Hey, Benjamin, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Am I going to church this Sunday? Am I going to physical church? Only if my dad invites me, because he has to deal with my wheelchair. And he hadn't been to church in 2 Sundays from whatever reason. And I know that this, he gonna want to talk when he get out of church. So he gonna be the one to yap, yap, yap. So I probably won't. But I'll be watching it on TV like I like I've been doing. Yeah. But I would like to go to church, but I don't think he's gonna, not this Sunday, maybe next Sunday or the next. He'll want to, take me and deal with this wheelchair. Because like I said, this wheelchair to me is heavy. But he can deal with it. I mean, if I felt like trying to get out and go somewhere with it, I would. But no, I'm going to wait till the doctor say, hey, foreign chocolate. I'll wait till the doctor say that I can move around. Because thank you for the floating heart foreign chocolate. Stupid stop motions. I've never been affiliated with Scientology, boo. I believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. I don't think Scientology believe in God. If that's what you're asking me, or are you asking me about the hospital? I don't believe in Scientology. That I don't even know what they study, but I know they don't study the Bible and believe in Jesus. They believe in something else. So I know I am not a part of that. I don't tell people who and what to believe in, but I definitely showed on to believe in that and devil worshiping and all of that. St. Peter Claver. Why, you live in my area or something? Thank you for the floating heart. Yeah, Benjamin, it's so nice to be at home and be able to talk to y'all in the privacy of my own home. I got a lot of stuff done. Still some stuff I need to do, but there's only so much I can do in this wheelchair. And I have to use, if I get up, I have to use the heel of my feet because I got stitches all down there and all, So if I get up and I'm out of it, I have to use the heel, and it's not fun. So my thing is, I told my doctor, you don't have to worry about me getting up and going nowhere, going to the store, shopping and stuff. I say, because it hurts to be on the hill and trying to walk. It's kind of like you lose your balance. So no, I'm staying put. I ordered my groceries today. First time I ordered, I had it delivered. This time we went to the store to pick them up, and I told that guy, I need to see the produce. I need to see what y'all done pick for me, because if it ain't right, the last time I did it, maybe because I was doing delivery and they had to get all the stuff to the register, and they didn't charge my card right off. This time, when it finished there and I said continue to check out, I thought it was going to, let me see if I had coupons or whatever. Child, that thing that had, before I know it, had been totaled up the thing and zapped it off my Chase card. See, y'all sure can zap real quick. So, yeah, but they got everything that I put on my list, and I commend whoever had to pull the food or whatever, because they did real good. They did real good. And I was glad, because I needed some stuff here. I didn't have really the stuff. And then I had to throw away a whole dozen of eggs, and the muffins I had, they were in the refrigerator, and I didn't get a chance to really eat them, so they were old. I had to throw that away. I had some other stuff. I just was throwing away stuff. Because I didn't, fool around there and get a hold of something, it's too old and be up there with a stomach ache. I hate a headache, a toothache, and a stomach ache. Boy, them things I can't stand. To have a headache, a toothache, or a stomach ache. Oh my God. Excuse me. Yeah. Sometime, after the live and stuff, these people, well, the trolls will come in here and say what they want and be ugly on thing. And some of the people, they'll review your video and then make a comment, a negative comment. Instead of, if it's something that you didn't like in my video, tell me something constructive that will maybe help me to do it better or to do something different. But no, you instead come in here and say, it doesn't make any sense for us to pay you for content. I didn't ask nobody to pay me nothing. But as a partner with YouTube, it is kind of like a job, because whatever you give, they get a portion of it. So you pushing out their products or what they have, and if people want to give or donate or bless or whatever, they do it. I don't expect nobody to, to pay me for coming on here. I didn't come on here for that. I came on here because something I promised God years ago, and I've said it again, said it then, and I'm going to say it now. The story don't change. I promised God way back when, if you restore my life where I can live a normal life, I'm going to tell everybody about how good you were and how you blessed me to do a comeback and kept me all these years without no problems like that, where I got to go in the hospital because I'm sick, I'm not feeling well. Only the one time when I had respiratory issues, and then it led into the C word. That was the only time. But dealing with my foot and the many surgeries that I've had, yeah, that's the time that I've been in there and stayed in there. Last year, I was doing a roller coaster ride from what was going on with my foot. So you have to go in and do something about it at some point in time. But yeah. Otherwise, like I said, no, I don't have to go in the hospital as much. See, like some of y'all come over here, now stupid stops motion. You never answered my question. You never really responded back. Why do y'all troll people's channel and ask questions? I don't know if it's a good question to you, but I can't say. I'm going to leave that alone. But anyway, yeah, so the person left a message. I shouldn't have to pay you for content. No, you don't. And you don't. So I'm here to ask you live. Have you ever gave a super chat, a super sticker, or a gift? Why you saying you shouldn't feel you have to pay me for my, for my services, for me to come on here? Let me ask y'all a question. Y'all put 1 or 2 in the chat. Do you want to see me like this? Put a 1 or 2 in the chat. Would you rather see me like this every day? And you looking at a black screen? Would y'all rather see that every day? Put a 1 or 2 in the chat. Or would you like to see this? Which one y'all want? Y'all want the black screen, or y'all want me to come on here? So for you to leave a message like this, it takes a lot for a person to come on screen. Boo, by this time, I'm in my pajamas. I had to get dressed again for a second time to come on live, because I started out like this. I didn't start out with a black screen. There are people that got black screens that's all you see. So don't ask me about getting paid or you paying me to come on here. You ain't paying me nothing. I'm getting paid by God. That's who I'm getting paid by. I ain't got not one check from YouTube, and I'm not begging for my check. So, no, you don't have to pay me for content. What the super chat, super stickers, that's a blessing. I call it a blessing. And if you want to bless me with one, that's what you do. I'm not begging for them. I just put it out there because that's, as a content creator and a new content creator, I have to promote the products that they have. So, yeah. You have people, try to attack you in all kind of ways. And he probably not even, they'll probably come back, but I just told them, God bless them. Thank you, Valentine, baby. End times, Jesus died so we can live. Yes, he did. Thank you for the 6-7 end times. Yeah, so that's my thing. It's not easy coming on camera every day. Now, and you looking at somebody that look decent. I'm not thrown off and just got anything on my hair all over my head. I got old bleached up t-shirt or something like. No, I come on here presentable, presentable, not just for y'all, but that's my character. If I wasn't on YouTube, this is my character. This is how I went to the doctor. I don't go to the doctor looking any kind of way. I put myself together. I put myself together. So these clothes was taken off, earrings, no lipstick, no nothing. I had to get redressed because I fried me some fish and homemade French fries, and I was rolling around here talking with my brother. I wasn't dressed properly to come on YouTube. So when it got time, I had to go get dressed again to come on here. And I think most people would appreciate looking at my face and seeing me on here. You know, I don't knock nobody from talking on the black screen because there's a lot of time I want to talk on the black screen. And it may be sometimes that I'll come on and I don't feel like getting dressed, or I want to just get in my bed like tonight and just get in my bed and talk from a black screen. But that's not what y'all used to seeing. So I come on here, and I'm not going to come on here looking thrown off either. I want you to have something presentable to look at. If I'm going to come on camera, I need to look decent. I need to fix myself up, or don't even come on here. That's the way I feel about it. I don't know what, you know. I don't know what, you know. Yeah, but that was a, you know, a comment. And the other one was so, yeah, I should have put it Friday night fish fry. Because I dang sure fried some fish. And that's what I do on Friday. I fry me a piece of fish, and I cut up me some potatoes and make my old-fashioned French fries. I didn't make a salad, although I did have cucumbers and tomatoes. I'll probably cut that up and make a salad, and I might eat that Sunday with dinner. I don't know what I'm going to cook. And, yeah, I do that. I bought me some avocados and put a tomato in there and make me some guacamole. And I got me some Doritos. When I tell you it's going to be good, it's going to be good. But I hadn't decided if I'm going to have pork chops or chicken. Because that's basically all I eat. I haven't been able to get to the store to get me some turkey necks or some turkey wings. That's my other piece of meat that I eat. Turkey necks or turkey wings. And then if y'all know anything about boudin, I like the boudin links and the boudin in the cup. So when I don't feel like cooking, I go get me a boudin link and either put it in the microwave or either I put some water and steam it. But if you steam it, you got to watch it. And if you put it in the microwave and you put it too long, it's going to bust open. So, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people eat fish on Fridays. I really wish I could have had time to make potato salad. Boy, some good old potato salad and some fish. Oh, my God. And then throw you some green beans, or either do a corn on the cob or a salad. Whew. Lord, have mercy. Thank you for subbing. You're going to have to, Alice, you're going to have to stop back by and come back and sit down for a minute. Don't just be passing by me. Put brakes and stop and sit down and chit chat, and just that's all I'm doing tonight, chit chatting. I'm grateful to be here. You know, one of my sisters, she didn't make it, but I believe I ain't gonna believe, I know she's in a better place, and she not no suffering. She's not doing any suffering, and that's a good thing, because you don't want to see your loved ones suffer, but you don't want to see them go. And a lot of times when they on that last leg, a lot of times they don't want some of them want their family members in there, and a lot of them won't pass until a certain family member come to see them. Then they'll go ahead and they at peace, and they'll go ahead and pass. Sometimes they want somebody in there with them, and then sometimes they don't. In my mama's case, my daddy used to get up in the wee hours of the morning and check on her and say, "Sweetie, you okay?" And a lot of times she would be woke, because she had gotten in her mind that she need to stay woke to watch the house in case anybody came in. And then when my daddy, when it become daytime, morning, and my daddy would get up, then that's when she would sleep. And she would sleep when she couldn't go anywhere, bedbound pretty much. She would sleep all day. And so when I was over there, I told her, I say, why you stay up half of the night, Mama? You should be asleep. I be watching the house in case somebody come in. I said, what you gonna do? Holler? And then you gonna holler, he gonna get excited, and both of y'all gonna be in trouble. The people gonna know which way to come to get y'all. But that was in her mind. She stay up, to watch. And I said, Mama, y'all got a security system. Y'all got storm doors. Can't nobody get in them storm doors like that without y'all hearing them. So, but yeah, she felt that she had to watch the house while he went to sleep. But then that particular day when she passed on, when he got up to do, like, he wakes up like 2, 3 in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, and check on her, and she had passed. So that was a hard pill to swallow, because I don't know if I would have been able to do it if she would have did it while I was there. I don't know. I don't know if I'd been able to do it while holding a hand. Thank you, Yo-Yo. Ooh, let's see who Yo-Yo gifted. Yo-Yo Clown. She gave 5 people a membership. Let's see. Angela Frederick. All right. You always come over. Nikita Knight. I've never seen you drop down, but welcome. Miss Doris. I haven't seen you drop down. Your face almost looked familiar, but thank you. Life Lessons. I've seen you in somebody else's chat, but I haven't seen you in Tips World. And these people, a lot of these people very well may not be in the chat. They could have stopped by and did a replay. But if you're in the chat, please tell Yo-Yo, that girl, thank you for gifting you a membership. Because she didn't have to do that, but she did. And I appreciate her. And then when your membership get up in your 30 days or 31, please renew it and come into Just Classy or Classy Ladies and Gents or the Classy Elites. $1.99, $2.99, or $3.99. I need y'all as far as members, paid members. You'll show up in green whenever you come in the chat. So now she done got y'all out the bushes. And like I say, if you're here, please tell her thank you. If you're not, well, you'll get a notification that somebody gifted you a membership. Because I get some of the oddest ones, but I'll drop them down in people chat. Well, not drop down, but look, be in they bushes, and I'll hit the like button, and I might say hi. It depends on what they talking about, or I just keep it moving. If you don't like what somebody talking about, you just keep it moving. You sit there long enough to see what they talking about, and if they not talking about what you want to hear, then just move on. But you ain't got to spam somebody chat or talk bad or ugly or negative to them, because these people, they just out here mad, just mad for no reason. Lord have mercy. Think of something in your life that you could be happy for, something that you could be grateful for. Some of y'all got kids and grandkids, and y'all don't even fool with them. Some of y'all don't even fool with your own children, and you done your children bad. So now you expect for your children to come around when you doing bad. No, that's not when they coming. Whatever you did to them or whatever y'all did to each other, y'all need to mend them fences. Y'all need to mend them. I don't have no broken fences over here. My daddy took me to the doctor, took me to the grocery store. I had to go to the bank. And he said, I thought we had another appointment. I say, no, it was going to be Tuesday. But he had in his mind today. He was ready. Ready, Freddy. And hey, Vicky, how you doing? Yes, I'm out of the hospital. Girl, I broke out of that thing. I thought I was going to have to fight to get out of there because it looked like they just didn't want me to leave. I'm like, you supposed, the medication, the prescription, waiting on all that. I was been supposed to be gone. 5 o'clock. I look up and the news. 5 o'clock news was coming on. I really got mad. I was ready to fight then. I told that nurse I had unplugged my phone from out the bed, and I was wrapping my cord up like I'm wrapping up a microphone. I said, I'm getting ready to go. I said, I don't know what y'all getting ready to do, but I'm getting ready to go. My daddy done got my stuff up out of here. I said, I'm getting ready to go. Whether you roll me out or he pushed me out, I'm getting ready to go. I'm not fit to play these games with y'all. The next thing I know, here she coming with the look, her little cart. She got my IV medicine that she had been supposed to get. But you talking about the pharmacy said it's gonna be an hour or more. I told him you had somebody waiting. No, you ain't tell him all of that. What happened was you didn't go back and check to get the prescription. You had then forgot. So I'm sitting there waiting on you. Hey Ursula, how you doing? Yeah, I'm sitting there waiting on them because she didn't. What it was, she did forgot about that prescription, and then one needed to go be called in to the pharmacy because they only got one. Boy, I bet you when I got to looking crazy and kind of sound a little rough, she went and got that charge nurse to help her do whatever it was she needed to do because you was lacking. And I say the discharge shouldn't be this raggedy. I was hot. I was mad. I was mad. I was like, Lord, and then the case manager gonna tell me, well, you might have to stay another day. I said, the devil is a lie. No, y'all better get this stuff set up. I said, what time do you leave? Oh, I leave about 3:30. I say, and I want to be gone by the time you get out of here. So don't try to hold me. Do what you need to do so I can get out of here. But they act like they didn't want to let me out. I'm like, Y'all done already cooked me in here for 2 days with no air. So now I was ready to go. Been in there 6 weeks, going on the 7th week. Shoot, that make anybody crazy. Cuckoo, if you're not already. And I know that it's people in there that's been in there longer than me. But a lot of times, some of the people be in comas, induced comas, and they don't even know what's going on. But I know what's going on. I see it. Boy, y'all, I burned that little nurse button up in there. Every 30 minutes, beep. Tells you know what they did? They didn't answer the call. They just, like, they answered and left the line open. Didn't say, do you need some help, ma'am? Didn't say nothing. I told that to my cousin. She said, you should have started cussing in that thing and started saying, she said, you should have started cussing in there. Just started like you was crazy. Yeah, and I'm reporting you to the head person. Yeah, I didn't hit this button and ain't nobody came in here, but y'all got it open listening at me. Oh, okay. She said she would just let her loose. I said, girl, I couldn't do that. I said, I couldn't do that. All I could do is pray for them. But I can get them on that, mail me a thing to see how things went. I'm going to tell them everything went good. All the nurses and the techs were good until it's time for me to get out of there. They get an F. Yeah, they did me that at the last hospital. Well, baby, if you can't stand hospitals, you make sure you don't never go in there. Because I done been in there and dealt with them. And yeah, a lot of people can't. But I've had to deal with them. Till I know a lot of stuff. When they try to get over on me or try to, push me off or say anything, I don't understand what you're talking about. What that mean? And then they had to come in there with authorization forms, and they got the little iPad or whatever that thing was, and on the computer you got to sign it. Well, how much time do I get to read all this before you got to go to the next patient and give them this? I said, do people really read all this? She said, She said, just sign. I said, I know. I said, I just be praying that I ain't signing my life away from a lot of stuff. I ain't got time to read all that. Get to the meat and potatoes. All that other stuff is yakky. I don't even want to hear that. Matter of fact, I get to reading too much. I be like this. I be asleep. I fall asleep in a minute. Especially reading a book or reading a whole bunch of stuff. I got to look at my eyes getting crossed, my eyes getting tired. I just say, forget it. And I leave everything in a disc, whatever. But yeah, that hospital, I tell you, they locked me up and wouldn't let me out of there. I ain't had a Diet Dr. Pepper in God knows how long. And that show was good. Even though it didn't water down, it was good. Yeah. So, that person said that, and I couldn't think of nothing else. But they said our friend Cash App was it wasn't working, or they had it for a scam alert or something, y'all. Why do people try to block your blessings? Or why they think they blocking your blessings? Just because you block some monetary stuff for me, you ain't block my blessings. You the author of confusion. That's what you are. Yeah. I heard that they had reported them, and I guess you can appeal that your page was reported, your Cash App. It was no reason to do that. Let them bury their mama. Let them get all the stuff they need to do to get together as a family and have a family dinner and all that where everybody can come, family and friends. Let them be able to do that. Because I don't know, the last time y'all thinking that what she asked for is going to cover a funeral. That ain't going to cover, they ain't going to cover too much. It might go do the, maybe some of it could pay for the repast, but it ain't going to pay for the whole funeral. It's not. Yeah, it's not. So I don't know what people thinking about, but why would you try to put scam on somebody's Cash App, and you know they're not scamming, they trying to raise money to put their mama away nicely, you know. Where that 7-figure or 6-figure lawyer daughter, she there, but she got a life, and she drove there, so that means she gonna have to drive home. But I'm pretty sure she go back home after this week, she probably will fly. You know, it's a lot on people. It's a lot. Worry about everybody. Worry about everybody. They so nice to be worried about the YouTube family, the Raw Squad, the Sister Circle. They worried about us, but we worried about them. So yeah, I said what I was gonna send tonight. Like I said, I had to check my account, get my groceries, get everything out the way. Everything was out the way, so I was able to send her, you know, something good or whatever they have to use it for. I don't know if they've been paid it on everything. No, they reported that too, but they put one of the sisters. They didn't do both of them, and they tried to block their account, and when you send money, it told some people scam alert. But one of them that I did, it didn't tell me scam alert. It went straight through because the dollar sign was, you know, and she hearted it. So I hope it went to the right person, because I've sent her funds before, so I just used that. I verified the numbers on the back, so the back of her name, so I knew it was her. I looked at it, you know. So all I can say, and if somebody intercepted that wasn't supposed to get it, well, no, you ain't gonna return it back. So God bless you with it. Hope you prosper with it. Yeah. So, but they put a restriction or scam or something. I don't know. That happened before. Let's see if I can catch the news tonight. That happened before I knew anything about it. So mine didn't come through till late. So let's see if I can see the news today. I didn't see it, and tomorrow's news don't be the same. Yeah. I think I answered the question that asked the question that I wanted to ask. Do y'all have any other questions for me? I haven't either, Ozella. It's I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. I don't know if it's because we done got connected to the social media. I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. It's awful. And still, like you stomping on somebody and you just grinding them up. Well, when God pull that foot down, you're going to wish you ain't never did this. Because I tell you, if you haven't already, everybody got a place on that front row with your name on it. And if you bury your parents before you, yeah, it's got your name on that front pew, that front seat. You're gonna be front and center looking at your relative in that casket. And all them emotions about you doing other people wrong, trust me, it's gonna come back in the time of grief. And you're gonna be thinking and thinking and thinking, you're gonna be like, God dog, I did this to that person. I see how I feel. This hurts. They're gonna find out. Let them keep on. Let them keep on. Just let it go. If you didn't say what you had to say to that woman before she left this earth, you ain't gonna get the chance to see it, to say it. And I really hope, I don't know how I can, hey Donna, to get to Marjanae. I don't know if she showed the funeral home where she had to go. Just, yeah, y'all just stop putting stuff out. Yeah, we want to know, but that's, when you go to the thing, make your arrangements, we don't need to know all that. Do a vlog. When y'all went to pick out flowers, do a vlog. Don't bring everybody into that personal space of what y'all got to do. No. And I can't think if we Donald, everybody say Donald said happy weekend, y'all. I'm doing great. How are you doing? They not. They worship the devil. They don't care. They don't care. And the biggest one gonna fall the hardest. Well, I don't know. I can't say. Because both of them, one is glad you're dead, and the other one be fake preaching and all that kind of stuff. So, oh, you asked me that before. You were supposed to, what you were supposed to do? Well, you put your stuff in here, but you were supposed to do an email or something on a message on this live and put your information about, I told you, your email or your fax, your email or your, I don't really do TikTok, but your Instagram, but you could have put it on the message and then they would go and look and get the information off of there. Benjamin, I had fried fish and homemade French fries that I cut up myself. Cut up the potatoes myself. That's what I had for dinner. I pretty much eat fish on Fridays. Yeah, I read it on, that's what I pretty much eat on Fridays. I try not to eat meat. Even though we do it for fasting for Easter, the 40 days, actually it's 48 days when you count the weekends, but they say you get a break on Sundays. I say, no, I'll go straight through. But the 48 days, the 40 days and 40 nights before Easter and before the resurrection and all that, on Fridays, Wednesdays and Fridays, a lot of people don't eat meat. And I didn't know that they did it on Wednesdays, so I'm going to try to do Wednesdays and Fridays. But right now, I give up meat on Fridays, if I can. Now, when I was in the hospital, I didn't have no choice. So God knew my heart. I didn't have no choice. I had to eat whatever they had. And they wouldn't always have tuna, like where I could make a sandwich on Fridays, so I had to eat what they had on the menu or whatever. But yeah, that's what I had. Now what's that, party wing parts and some fries? Oh yeah, I could throw down on that, but I haven't had no, I'm not on WhatsApp. I discontinued the app. I got to go through there, and I may join it back. I'm going to have to go through there, and some of them apps that I don't use or whatever, I need to, get that off my phone. I'm going to go through and clean my phone out. So, hey, Peace Slap, how you doing? Thank you. I try to look decent when I come on here, Peace Slap. I guess some people want me to talk behind a black screen. Somebody said that Why should I get paid for doing content? And I say I don't. I get donations or blessings, whatever people want to do for me. I don't you know, there is a pay on here, but I ain't got a check yet. Cause I'm trying to make 2 and 2 equals 4. I don't want no little dollar check. What that's gonna do for me? That's gonna mess up my lifestyle. So, and when I got on here, I didn't get on here for a paycheck. I got on here because I'm giving doing testimonies and being bringing messages and trying to help people, whether they believe in God or not. Hey, my Gigi, how you doing? Yeah, we gonna keep each other lifted up in prayer. Thank you for the flower. Yo, you know we got to pray for them. And it seems like the more we pray, the more that devil come out. Every day is a new thing. But y'all gonna have to stop looking at that stuff. Y'all gonna have to put them people on do not recommend. The main characters, I got them on do recommend. And then, I'm gonna tell you how the devil busy. Then he'll put somebody else on your channel that they might not like Rosa for whatever reason. And I've been having I listened to one yesterday, and when she was saying, yeah, I don't, but I don't, I can't talk about this person or what this person, how this person feel. And one of the main persons that was in her channel was, I said, oh, you know what? You didn't had enough listening to her and that foolery that she was putting out. And in a way, she want to say she didn't, feel sorry or whatever. But then she turned around and, well, I can't say this because I'm trying to learn and walk with God. And you already said what you was going to say, So we supposed to see the goodness of God coming through you. You didn't have to say that you didn't want to give your condolences or you don't feel one way. You didn't have to say that. You didn't have to get on here and say that. And the devil made it come where I saw it. And I said, you know what? Went on there to make sure I was not subscribed to that person and hit do not recommend and unsubscribe. So y'all gonna have to hit do not recommend when these people are coming down your timeline. Stop going over there looking, because when you look for something, you gonna find it. And if you go on them negative people channels, guess what? You gonna find it. So if your heart is still, my heart is still aching too. But I promise you, I'm not going over there because I'm ready to take a flight somewhere. And I know that's not what God, I'm not supposed to do that. But I'm telling you, it makes me so mad that I'm ready to call United Airways and do a flight somewhere. Multiple places. And God got me in this situation because he know what I'm going to say before I say it. But I could tell y'all as my sisters, yeah, we going to have to keep praying, lifting each other up, speaking in the sister circle as long as they keep it up. But we're going to have to don't tell the next person what y'all saw. If you want to see it, go over there and see it for yourself. I'm not going over there. I listen to whoever done been over there, and I listen. It's enough of them out there that do like Roz or whatever, and they're doing content on those people. So I'll listen to them and I listen to the content that they put out. But as far as going over there and listening and seeing, because them people ain't gonna lie on them. They telling you what they saying. So they're not gonna lie on them. So you could just get Reloaded. Yes, it's me. Kissed His Ring do an awesome commentary. She was doing it on one of these guys and some people, I think in Atlanta or whatever. But since Ross passed, she been breaking it down. She called it buckets. And the other one and all that, them two. She does good commentary. and she makes it funny. So if you want to listen to that, it's not as harsh. But she's responding back like to them. And y'all see her little cartoons and all of that. That's what she doing. So that's what I'm going to see. But them going over there, I went that time before it even came out and that girl said it, that tore me up. I was like, Lord, please don't let that be true. And I'd be doggone if it didn't come out. But you know how they know? They deal with a mole that's been in her records. And that mole is getting in there some kind of way. They knew it before they put it out or anybody. I didn't come out here and talk about Roz for a couple of days. I wanted for Day Day or Nana, I kept checking their page. They never said nothing. So if they didn't say a word, guess what? Classy lady, you got that emoji. Shoot. Don't you say it. Don't you come out here and put something that was not verified through those girls or the brother or even the auntie. That's one of them I know is in here. I don't know about the other one, but the one that I tell her, I say, Roz is your twin. She looked just like her. I mean, she got features. She looked more like that auntie than I saw a older picture of her mom. It was her mom, and it might have been Marjane and somebody else on there. Marjane and Myron. And I was looking at that picture. I say, she got features like her mom, but she don't look like her mom as much as that auntie. Yeah. So y'all stop. Y'all stop. Y'all know these people evil. They sick. Y'all gotta stop looking. Hey, Annette, how you doing? Y'all gotta stop looking. Thank you, Peace Slap. Yeah, the devil is a lie. Okay, Donna. Thank you, Annette. Y'all hit a thumbs up on Annette. Thank you for the super sticker. No, that's a super sticker. One of them, you know, super sticker, super chat is one of them supers. Thank you very much. Yeah. Diamond D just she a raw cut diamond. Cause like she said, she gonna say what she want to say. And I didn't get a chance. I know y'all was on the panel, but I still have to come out and do my due diligence to the people that watch me, and I have built up my own channel with my own subscribers away from the Raw Squad. The Raw Squad and then the subscribers that I've made, they mesh. But when it's another content creator from the squad, I try to wait, you know, being respectful. I try to wait and let them, you know, get, you know, maybe 30 minutes after they come on. Sometimes I wait an hour. But a lot of times I can't because I have to look at the ones that I built up my channel on, and they be expecting me to come on at 8 o'clock or something like that. And I promised that I would. And then now that I'm home, and when I be up, I'm gonna come on at like maybe 1, 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm up, because those people that I got, I told them that I would come on at that time, because some of them are up that time, some of them can't go to sleep, and I promised them once I got home I was gonna do some lives when I'm up and I'm just in the bed looking on YouTube or Facebook or listening to music. I'm going to come on sometime at that 1, 2, 3 o'clock hour for the third shifters or whoever. So I've built up an audience also. So I don't be trying to be rude or disrespectful when one of my other sisters is on. But when it becomes 8 o'clock or something like that, or 9 o'clock, especially during the week, I miss a lot of sisters that go to bed early and they don't get a chance to see me. But like tonight is Friday, a lot of people don't have to go to work tomorrow, And so people gonna be up a little late. So I had to come on when Diamond D was on. I was trying to respect her and give her time, but like I said, aside from the Raw Squad and people that came over because they knew I was a sister and squad, but I also have made other friends and content and people that come on to watch me. So I still have to be faithful to them and come on at a decent time, and then we just merge them. So I hope y'all understand that. Thank you for the gold coin, Peace Lap. Peace Lap is another new person that I don't know if he or she knows Roz, but they have caught me scrolling or whatever, and they have been a good supporter of mine. Always dropping gifts and stuff in the chat. So, for that person, thought I got to be paid. No, people like to listen. So, yeah, Glory, that's the best thing. I ain't seen Mocha. Yeah, they didn't even know her. Yeah, Kiss got a good chat. That doggone Kiss, something else. Kiss got up yesterday morning eating, and know she had a test, and go talk about she didn't know she wasn't supposed to eat. Girl, if you would have told us, we was telling her yesterday, girl, you ain't supposed to eat nothing. You got to have this, a scope or something. So I got to ask her, did she ever reschedule her appointment? Did she ever get them instructions? So when she go the next time? But kids be having me laughing with them cartoon characters that she have as well. I wish I knew how to do that, and it's probably best that I don't. But I know I'm gonna have to upgrade and get me I'm probably gonna get a tablet to start off, and not a laptop, cause I'm not on the computer as much. I don't be needing to do nothing on that. That's gonna get me in trouble, ordering stuff and looking at stuff. So I think I'm gonna get me a tablet first. I got to get some things, done. I just got out the hospital. I had to come off some money to get the IV antibiotics that I have to give myself. I try to do it at 7 o'clock every night. I got to give myself IV antibiotics. And then Monday, I got to pay another $200 and some for the 7 days. And so then I need to check with my doctor to see if the IV antibiotics for the 2 weeks that I had, is that enough? Do he see something, is changing where I don't need it? If not, I got to do it again. But if so, when I go back Tuesday, I'm going to ask him, do my foot look like I'm going to need the antibiotics that I'm getting? And I tell you, y'all, that's why you got to be nice to people. You got to be nice to people. Let me make sure I got everything, spoke to everybody. Hey, Taterbug. Back cool. I seen you and left a message. Good health to everyone. Thank you. I appreciate it. I've seen you in my chat. You left a message one time. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? Happy Friday to you too. Yeah. So, y'all in YouTube land, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. So, my doctor had said that he was gonna ask my dad about bringing me to the doctor. So my dad's sitting in the waiting room and stuff. And as soon as my doctor came out, when they told him I'd use their wheelchair, I say, what? I asked my doctor after how to use the wheelchair. I say, what kind of welfare, side of the road, homeless person wheelchair is this? I said, I don't never remember seeing this. Somebody, after they finished, they donated the wheelchair. And child, the wheelchair thing is taped up. The seat is all peeled up. They must have used it since they've been doing construction over there, because the big wheels was all dirty and stuff. And when my daddy came out with that, I said, where you get that from? He said, that's the wheelchair I told my doctor about that. He might have found that somewhere, but I think somebody probably donated it to him. So I ran over my mama's wheelchair in my garage, but my daddy had opened it up and left it open. And when I was backing in my garage, I got too close, so I didn't hit the thing. And on the wheel, I knocked the rubber off the that part. Some is partially on there, but all they have to do, I could see it, I could vision it in my mind. They have to get a big screwdriver and roll it, go under there and roll it around and put the wheel back on. Either one of them want to do it right now. But my daddy keep fussing, you the ran, that's a brand new wheelchair I bought your mom, and blah, 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 blah. Well, first of all, it was in my garage. Yeah, I used it, but I couldn't get through my doors with it. I asked you to take it home. You come over here, you want to sit in the garage and talk to the neighbors and see who driving by and all of this. Now, by him driving me back and forth to the doctor, oh, you can bet when that rain gonna stop, he gonna be sitting down in that garage. He'll sit in there for 2-3 hours. He been and brought me home. I've been to put the grocery, I've been to change into my pajamas or something comfortable. My daddy's still sitting in that doggone garage. It could be hot as HE double hockey sticks. He's sitting in that garage. I say, Dad, it's hot out here. Oh, that don't bother me. That don't bother me. But then when my neighbor crossed the street, when she come over there, she see him. Oh, she coming. She coming. She a little bit older than me, but she done took to my daddy like he a uncle, or like that. She done told all kind of her personal business and everything. But she will be out there talking with my daddy for hours. One day, I ended up going out there because he was out there, and I went to check on him to see if he wants some water or something like that. She out there in the garage talking to him. Instead of coming see about me, she just stopped in the garage, and they'll be talking and talking and just be talking. If she see him outside, he walking to the mailbox to get my mail, and she outside, oh, they gonna talk. The neighbor next door, if her husband outside, they gonna talk. So he like I said, we don't meet no strangers. So yeah, if he's here and sitting in my garage, oh, he'll sit out there for a couple of hours. He'll talk on his phone. You'll hear him, and then I go out there, Daddy, you still here? And look on his phone or whatever. That's what he do. But what I was getting ready to say, when they told my doctor that, that I was out there, he was coming getting me to roll me in the room with his office manager slash office she got multiple jobs anyway, the medical assistant and whatever, she playing that part. So she was getting ready to roll me in the thing. So my doctor came out, and he greeted my dad. My dad, oh, hey, Doc. And my dad is talking loud. Hey there, Doc. They slapping hands, shaking each other hand, and all this kind of stuff. So my doctor say, well, I want to ask you if you could bring Classy Lady to the doctor on Tuesdays and Fridays. I want to keep a watch on her foot and make sure that it heals up properly. Oh yeah, I could do that. I ain't got nothing. I want to look at him and say, I told you about that on Tuesdays and Fridays. And you say, oh, that ain't no problem. Then we're on the way. Oh, well, I got a doctor's appointment on the 16th. I said, well, what time is it? Oh, it's at 1:15, but it's down there in the Woodlands. I said, well, I just have to let my doctor know that day that you got an appointment so he won't be lagging and dragging. So come to find out, the receptionist is not going to be there. So the office manager, the medical assistant, now she going to have to be the front desk person. I said, Lord, that's going to be a sideshow. But what they did, they not going to see that many patients that week when she go out of town. But yeah, what doctor y'all know come out there and talk to y'all patients' parents and out there shooting the breeze with him, and they out there talking, and I think he liked my daddy more than he liked my mama. But he didn't see my mama as much. On the beginning, And then I was getting annoying. He didn't do that. But my dad, when he met my dad, oh Lord, you swear they best friends. What's up there, Doc? If they ain't doing that, they bumping. Oh, I'm doing okay. How you doing? Well, I want to know if you could bring class today. Oh yeah, you ain't had to ask me that. Yeah, I'm gonna bring her. But it did lighten up the load since he asked. You know how when you was little, you wanted your mama, you wanted somebody else to ask your mama, could you go somewhere? And you was glad that they mama stepped up and asked your mama, so if you wouldn't have to do it. That's kind of like that. But I didn't, let me see. Y'all speak. Oh, well, y'all speaking to Lisa. I spoke to Lisa. So that's the kind of like I tell anybody, I love my doctor. I really do. And the other day when I was in the hospital, and he came to change my foot or whatever, and he felt guilty because Memorial weekend he forgot that it was a holiday, and I guess his fiance had planned something, and he had told me he was gonna come Saturday to change my dressing. He didn't show up. That Monday was Memorial Day. He didn't show up because the office was closed. And that's not like him. And I was more worried about him the Memorial Day weekend and the couple of days after, because that's not like him. If he tell you he coming, he coming. Even after clinic is closed, when that I can hear a certain knock. If my daddy is already gone and my brother ain't say that he coming, the way he knock, I know it's him. I know it's him, the way he knock. Because they kind of like a bam, bam, bam type of knock before they come in. I guess they don't want to be shocked and see what position I'm in or whatever. But when he left, and this is the only doctor that ever did that, he hugged me and he kissed me. He said, I love you. I'll see you later. I was like, oh. Now, hugging me when he come in the room and kissing me on my jaw, that's not nothing new. He would do that. But when he said, I love you, girl, and hugged and kissed me, I was like, man, now I'm on top level now. Shoot, I'm on top tier level now. Then I got a back line I can call you straight, get straight to you. Oh, baby, I done made it. But I've been seeing it for 14 years. Seeing it for 14 years. And baby, let me tell you. Now I'm just talking now. Hey, y'all out there in YouTube land. This class lady, I'm just talking. When I tell you, when them nurses seen him, they say, dog, he good looking. You did say he was good looking. I said, I told y'all. Baby, let me tell you. Now when he come through there, I told him, I say, and I'm going to tell you something. I say, he ride a motorcycle. I say, when he come, and he got them blue jeans on and that scrub top, and he got his boots on, I say, baby, that's about the sexiest man. I roll for that. So if y'all want to role play, y'all husband or boyfriend got a motorcycle, let him put some jeans on, go buy him a scrub top. Make them look like they're Dr. Child. That would probably turn you on. And when they saw him, and one of the girls, a black chick, she seen it. He came in the room, and she bypassed him because he had on, I guess she looked at his blue jeans and boots first. And then he had on like a scrub top, but I guess she thought it, when she glanced at it, it probably looked like a t-shirt. And he said, yeah. I say, I made it here. I'm getting ready to change it, And she looked at him like, you coming to change what? You ain't supposed to be fooling with her foot or whatever. He come right on in there and took the end of the bed, pull it off and whatever. And she looked back at him and she say, are you a doctor? He say, oh yeah. And he introduced himself to her. She say, because I was wondering, you were talking about you was coming to change something. And she say, I hadn't seen you. And I was wondering wait a minute, what you coming in here and do? So I appreciated her for looking out and peeping, because it could have been anybody acting like somebody. And he said, no, I'm a physician. And he turned his little badge around. She said, no, I'm a physician. I said, girl, that's my doctor. I said, that's my foot doctor. She said, oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And she said, but when you come in here and she say you just come just so casual and you did speak. She say, and you just come right on in and say, I'm getting ready to, hey, okay, I'm here, I'm getting ready to change you. And just lifted the end of the bed off. And she say, I didn't think nothing of it. But she said, oh, I am so sorry. She just kept apologizing. I said, girl, I had already told them. When he come in there, you see them blue jeans and the boots on, he gonna have that screw up top. I said, he on that motorcycle. And so I asked him in front of her, I said, you on your motorcycle today? He said, how you, I said, cause you got some blue jeans and your boots on. And baby, she told this other nurse that seen him, and baby, she kind of poked her little chest out. I want to say, baby, he already got a fiance, but she got all turned on by him when she seen him because she said, ooh, she said, he cute. I said, I told you. So when the other day when both of them was there and they was rolling me to therapy, but when I was coming out the room, the physical therapist was taking me out the room to go to the gym. I seen him from way down the hall. I said, oh, no, we can't go right now. I said, because my doctor coming to change my dressing. And she said, how you know? I said, I'm looking at it. She said, that's your doctor? I said, yeah. And he came straight on down there to me. He was walking fast. And she said, oh, that is your doctor. I said, I told you, I know what my doctor looked like. And he actually, he said, I need it just for 5 minutes. He said, I promise you, I won't take much of your time up. I was like, I don't care. Take much as time as you want. But I was toward the end of my physical therapy, you know. But yeah, she turned around and she said, oh, he said, I'm just going to be a little bit. And he did. He came in there and changed me. So he left and he went to the other station. And so when we passed by the nurse station, the other nurse that said he was cute, I told the black chick, I say, when you saw him, I said, come here. She didn't want to say nothing. I said, when you saw him, I said, what he had on? She said he had on a scrub top and blue jeans and his boots. I say, and I asked her, was he on his motorcycle? I say, was I right? She said, yeah. She said, ooh, we got something good to look at. But he was like, dang, she getting ready to leave. She said, I hope he get another patient on. She said, because he good on the eye, good to look at. So he won't be going down there no time soon unless he have another patient that had surgery, that he did surgery on, and they need rehab. So they won't be seeing him too much. But they got a glimpse of him. They was like, ooh, he a good looking doctor. Hey, Larry. Can I tell you what the favorite thing? Larry, I think you asked me that before. Life. That I woke up this morning. That's one. I woke up this morning. I was feeling good this morning. I got a good report at the doctor's office this morning. My dad woke up this morning, 82 years old, to take me to the doctor. He feeling good, looking good. I saw my brother today. He came over and did some things for me. Love. He loved his little sister, and my daddy loved his daughter. Yeah. So that was things that I could tell you about life. And just feeling good. I came on here. If you look at the first part of this live, you'll see I gave a little mini concert. Go and look at the first part of the live. You'll see. Hey Tracy, thank you for the flower. It's just feeling good. One of my sisters, she passed last Sunday. And her name was Rosalind of the Rod Squad. Chopping it up with Roz, maxing and relaxing with the Rod Squad. And she put a big impact on a lot of people's lives. A big impact. Some liked her, some didn't. But some of the ones that she got into it with before she left, and they had, they were going back and forth. And I was a keyboard thumper. And some of us, we'd be saying all kind of stuff. Not really meaning it, but it was good for the content. It was good to keep the little drama going. And some of the ones that, they kind of, parted ways for, it wasn't on good terms. You should have seen the outpour of love that those other content creators had for her. And they said we had our differences, but I wouldn't wish this on nobody. That she was a good person. We got into it, but we made up and we went our separate ways. But she, all in all, she was a good lady, and I wouldn't have wished this on her. They were all devastated, as we all were. She got off because she said God wanted her to get off and take care of herself, and she got a message, and she did just that. She got off of live for a while. We just thought it might have been, a month or two. It went on to 7, and she didn't come back, and that has been devastating to us, even though a lot of us have never met her. But she formed a thing what we call the Sister Circle, where we could talk about all kind of stuff. People put the anniversaries, birthdays. We gave condolences. We posted pictures. We posted anniversaries. We, good morning, sister. Hey, sister, I don't feel good. Praying for each other. I'm in the hospital. All kind of stuff that we would, stuff like that to uplift each other. I'm feeling down this morning. Well, we going to pray and lift you up. Grand risings. That was a lot of things, It was a bond, a sisterhood. That was a sisterhood that she had a vision about. And she had to do it 3 times because it was people that was trying to tear the group apart. So the third time was a charm. That one was like gridlock. The person she had that you had to dang near do an interview. That person either knew you from the other one, or she went through your profile or whatever, and she watched you before she let you in that circle. And hey Jackie, how you doing? Hey Remy Ma, whichever one you got Jackie Woods now, but yeah, I do know yes Remy Ma, and I would have known your name, but I would have been trying to say, now who is Jackie Woods? I know I didn't see her, but yeah, hey Remy Ma, good to see you, boo. Yeah, so she had a sisterhood. So these people now are hating. One of her daughters put up a GoFundMe because they need a little extra money to do some things for the burial. Even if they mama they go ahead and do the cremation, where she said that that's what she wanted. She said that a long time ago. Where you gonna find a cremation and services and everything for $7,000? Y'all want to tear the whole thing down. She didn't have no money. Say, well, she probably did. I'm pretty sure. I know for a fact that woman had money saved. But that lady been off of YouTube for a while. She's been sick. With insurance, you got to pay co-pays for certain things. Just all kind of stuff. She may have been in and out of the hospital. So you got to pay for goods and services. That money goes. She still had to have a household to run, because she still had 2 younger kids living with her. They not children, but they young adults, and she still had a house to maintain. So when you're not working, that money goes quick. And working is meaning her coming on YouTube. She made good money coming on YouTube. So they may needed a little extra help because they, and they thinking about her daughter. Oh, she 6 feet. She say she's 6 feet. Who's to say she not? But she has a household as well. She has a young daughter. And we don't know what she was contributing to her mom. We don't know those people's business. We only can go on what they tell us and what she showed us over the years. And what she shows us over the years is that she was a damn good mom. and grandma, or mama. She handled her business as far as her house. Those children Christmases were outstanding. Their birthdays, she believed in giving them awesome birthday cakes. The cakes, her grandkids lost their dad to gun violence. So she stepped in. And then she had other, other grandkids, but the 6 twins, other 2. And then she had one of the cousins that wasn't a grandchild, but always was with the grandson. She treated him like a grandchild as well. So they had to GoFundMe. These people trying to say it's a scam. They reporting the cash apps that they have, because GoFundMe takes a percentage of that money. They don't get the whole 7. So it may be 5 that they need, but by the time GoFundMe take their portion, that's all they may get. So putting the demonizing the GoFundMe. Then they said, okay, send it to her cash app or one of the daughters. Oh, they putting scams. So, people can be evil and hateful. People have expenses. Hey, Miss Kiera, I'm going to say Cara. God is good. Yes, he is. Hey, Riri. Yeah. I know it's very expensive. And I know when we buried my mom, and I know my dad wanted, he wanted top things and this, that, and other. But it was several $1,000s. Several. Over 15, over 20, over 25, 30 to bury my mom. That wasn't including flowers. We went to the flower shop separately, and we ordered, we did 2 sprays to go on each side, and we did the one that goes on top. Yeah. So that was separate. And then her neighbors, they did a spray. Somebody else did a spray too. So she had 4 sprays, and then people like to do potted plants, beautiful plants. And then we had fresh flowers on the tables. And the first ones was from the grandkids, and then the rest, each table had fresh flowers on there. At what I talked about the other day, the wake. Yeah. So a funeral costs a lot of money. Yes. Yeah, she paid all her bills and didn't want no help. That's why I was saying she was working. She took care of business. Didn't miss a beat on that house. Her yard, she took pride in that yard. And when you have a house, you do take pride in what your yard look like. I know I do. She took pride in her yard. She took pride in the house when stuff wasn't right. When the refrigerator went out, she went and bought top of the line refrigerator. But what she wanted. She always had ice cream and all that stuff for when the grandkids came over. Their maybe waffles or whatever. They cooked breakfast. She had cereal. All kind of stuff. And kids eat, everybody want a different type of cereal. She had all kind of stuff. And then when they would go home, she'd tell them, y'all take that stuff, certain stuff she bought from you, take it home with you. She bought school clothes. When her grandkids came over, they didn't go back home with dirty clothes. They washed their clothes before they went back home. All kind of stuff. She was a good grandma and a good mother. She took care of business. Hey, Helen, how you doing? And so, yeah, it's a lot of, hello, Kitty. I told you, when I think about them grandkids, the first one is Myron. Little Myron. The way she say Lil Myron would call, hey, Mama, how you doing? You need me to do anything? Or when he was there, you need me to do anything? Mama, I can come over there and do such and such and such. Mama, you want me to, can I come over and I can help you out? That, yeah, the girls too, all of them. But I don't know, for some reason, my heart goes out to him because he was the only boy. And then losing his dad, and then now his Mimo that he was, So that's every time I think about that. I can see your name is Kyra One. I can't see you per se, and I can see that your symbol is you have a blue flower, but to say see you, no, you can see me, but I can't see you. Yeah. And that's why I say people will be ugly because you can't see them, but they can see you. So they can say all kind of stuff, and they do. They do. On the GoFundMe, I don't know. I do know that it may be 20 or 30%. It may be 20 or 30%, but they do get a cut. They ain't gonna do no GoFundMe for free. They got to get paid for something. So it may be about 30%. I know YouTube, the stuff that I get, the super chat, and what everybody get, the super chat, super stickers, and the gifts. Eventually, when they get to some, they do turn into money. But yeah, YouTube gets 30% of what, and that's why I say I don't get a check every month because your threshold is $100. So you got to make over 100. So when they take their 30%, you at least get 100. I think that's how it go. Or you get to 100 and they take 30%, that's $70. No, that's don't even waste your ink or whatever you do for that amount. So no, I don't get paid. I come on here because I want to. Not saying that the money is not adding up, but it's still not enough for me to say, put that in my account. No, so I keep coming on here because I made a promise to God years ago. So that's why I come on here, whether I'm getting paid or not. I still feel an obligation. And to talk to people, just talk like we're doing now, because sometimes we need to talk to somebody. We may not want to talk to our family. We may not want to talk to our close friends. But here, like she just asked me, can I see her? No, I can't see you. I can see your name. But if nobody don't know what your name is and know who you are behind that name, you're free to talk about whatever you want to talk about on here. And I've had people to do that. Especially sometime in the late, like they say, in the midnight hour. After midnight, people up. I've had people say that, thank you, because since you've been on here, you took me away from the pain that I was having. I was in so much pain, but by us talking on here and responding back and forth or whatever people talking about, it gave me some sense of peace without having pain. So it's just a thing that, I just like to talk. And if I think of something, I may be getting off a topic, but I go from one thing to the other. I'm kind of like, Kendra, and it's a lot of people, a lot of other content creators that get on here and just talk. And then some is one in particular one, she would, cook, and I would watch her because she would do crab balls, and she'd go to HEB and get all these big crab legs and oysters and shrimp and all that, and she'd do a crab boil in her backyard, and corn and potatoes and all the other stuff, and she, it's just all on what people, want to do. And she talk about life issues and stuff like that. So, it's a lot of us that like to do that. And I don't mind coming on here talking. I'm not telling you anything that I'm going to be shamed behind. And no, I don't tell a lot of my personal business. I don't tell you. But y'all did see me in the hospital. I started not to do it. But look at how long I would have been off of my YouTube channel. 6 weeks. I would have lost half of my audience. And y'all would have been like, who is that? I'd had to kind of like had to get started all over again. And y'all know on the 15th of this month, I'll make a 6-month anniversary being on YouTube. 6 months. I know I would be on here that long. I know I'm going to be on here a little longer because, like I said, the promise I made years ago. And I'm still going through testimonies and trials and tribulations and tsunamis. I'm going through the storm and all this kind of stuff because you never know. Hey, y'all don't know if I get off of here and cry and have a breakdown. But when I come on here, I try to keep it together. I didn't cry on here. If the feeling hit me, I'm going to let it go. But just don't make me mad and be in front of me because I don't know what's going to happen. Because like I said, I'll cry if I'm hurting. I'll cry if I'm sad about something. And if I cry because I done got angry and fighting mad, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what would happen if you can be on here, yap. But don't make them tears fall and I done got mad about something because I'm subject to swing. I have swung on a couple of ex-boyfriends and my husband. I done swung and knocked a HE hockey pucks and dared them to hit me back. Hit me if you want to. Oh, we gonna rumble. We gonna rumble. And I ain't got no business fighting no man. But that's how mad I be. And at the moment I'm so mad I see red. I see red. And one of them, I was in the car, whop with then I took my arm out, just pounding on him with my arm until I got tired. And he looked at me, he said, what's wrong with you? And then before I know it, I then went again. Because he was sitting in the passenger seat at that time. Boy, that arm was going. That's probably why it's hurting years not later. Yeah. I'd haul off and pop you. I'd be so mad. Oh, well, look at that. So what's is it 20%, 50? I ain't good at some numbers I can get. Is it 30? Is that 30%? Is that 20% of 50? I'd have to do it on my calculator. I don't know. Kinfolk Tom. Thank you. Thank you, Kinfolk. So, yeah, I just, just be talking about. I need, Riri, I seriously need to do that too because I don't have life insurance. With pre-existing conditions, ain't nobody want to insure you. I done tried. I'm not saying they didn't want, but you get them rinky-dink policies. And I need to go to the place. I really do. I need to go to the place where my mom is buried. And whenever it's time for my dad, the Lord called my dad, he'll be buried on top of my mom. My sister-in-law bought plots. She said, first come, first serve. Well, baby, I don't want to be one of the first ones to get the other ones. But I do need to, go there and see if they got some kind of payment plan and start making payments. My house will be paid off in 8 years. Told my brother and daddy. And I need to put that in paper, put it on paper too. It's y'all's. Sell it, bury me. Who else gonna get the house besides one of them? Nobody. Like Keith Sweat say, nobody. It's in my name. There ain't gonna be no man attached to it. Ain't no man getting it. And you can sell all the contents in it. I got some Persians, take them to the pawn shop. Because I don't have no friends that would enjoy the purses that I bought and the money I spent for them. Take them to the pawn shop and sell them. My jewelry, take it to the pawn shop and sell. A matter of fact, my little costume jewelry have a sale out there selling everything for 50 cents. It'll get a lot of money. But Yeah, we all do need life policies, but a lot of us, if you got pre-existing, a lot of time if you smoke and you drink, it's hard. It's hard. Yeah, I try to save a little money, got something, but again, that's not enough. When times hit, just like the hurricanes and stuff, insurance company don't want to pay. When you got to get stuff fixed, guess who? You got to get that out of pocket. Last year, I had to get a new roof. A new roof. Insurance wanted to patch my roof up. So I had to come out money. That was money I was saving. Had to come out of that to put a roof. Y'all know a roof ain't cheap. So that dips into your money. Anything, the fence fall down. You got to pay money to get the fence put up. Luckily, my neighbor over there, she was trying to get somebody to get that house. I got to see because her for sale sign is gone. So maybe this Spanish guy, he probably did buy that house. I hope I got some good neighbors, whoever it is. No bull crap out of them. But anyway, the fence fell down. And she had the whole side of the fence replaced. Good. I ain't have to do nothing. I'm not supposed to put nothing on the inside. She got the whole, that side. The back side of the fence is not mine. But the other side, my neighbor's son-in-law, we had a few boards missing. He came and tapped them boards back up. But if not, we would have to be, we were looking at to get a, fence or whatever. But stuff is expensive when you got a house. Very expensive. I need some things I gotta add to my list. It's some things I need to have done. I can't have everything done at one time. I got to do one thing at a time. I need to find somebody to put I got lights to go outside my house. I got the motion lights, one on that side, one on that side, and one in the back is all I need. I bought some pretty lights to one go on each side of the garage, and then I bought the matching chandelier that goes with that to go on the outside, and then the lights to go around. Yeah, that ain't cheap. You got to spot with your ex-husband. Well, if he ain't married again, then that is. They can buy, if he married again, if his wife want to buy you out the spot, then let her buy you out the spot. Otherwise, I wouldn't be studying about her. If you ain't married to nobody else, I'd go right on, have them put me right on over there. Now, kinfolk Tom, why you ask me that? Are you a doctor? you getting ready to recommend something to somebody? Nah, boo. My pH balance ain't off. Because I ain't got all them foreign bodies going up in there. That's for them women that got all them foreign bodies going up in there with all that, what you just said on there. A lot of that. And they don't go to the doctor. I go to the doctor. That's one thing about me. I go to the doctor. Got a gynecologist, a real good one. She's a gynecologist, oncologist. You need me to recommend somebody? They get 30 cents from each donation. Well, like I said, okay, so that's a lot. So that means they get 30 cents off the dollar. They get 30 cents off the dollar, so you get 70 cents. Yeah, that could be a lot. And like I say, so $7,000 ain't, by the time they get they cut, shoot. Oh, it's not too much? Oh, okay. Thank you, Diamond D, because I don't know nothing about that. Yes, God love us. Thank you for the gold coins, the flower. Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. Thank you, Diamond D. Thank you, Valentine, babe. I tried to come on here looking halfway decent. Because like I said, that person that made that by content, you get paid for content. Well, do you want me to blacken the screen out and just put something else up there? Or you want me to go ahead and come out and show my face? I came out, started out like this, so I might as well keep on running this way. And it takes a lot to come out here. Like I said, I had to get back dressed again. Or go in the closet, got to find something to wear. Or find a top. Better not ever get up like that commercial. That man was in a Zoom meeting with his job or whatever, and he had his shirt and tie on, and he had to go get something. And when he stood up, he ain't had nothing but his boxers on. I'm pretty sure a lot of people did that when working from home. And some people need to fix themselves up just working from home and coming on the camera looking like a hot. You don't come see me with my hair sticking up all over my head. Y'all see, I always keep wiping my mouth because I don't know why my mouth gets white in the corner. But I don't want nobody to have to. I'm sitting up here talking and y'all looking at that. Or I ain't washed my face, or I come on here with a spotted t-shirt with bleach all on it or grease stains. I don't want to see that. At least I wouldn't want to see it. You know, I mean, a person may have good content and they may catch my attention from what they talking about. But if you know me regularly, this is how I went to the doctor today. Nice sundress, the shrub to go with it. I ain't going looking I made sure I went through my jewelry and picked out. I got more necklaces and stuff to go with it, but I wanted to make sure that I was on point. The earrings, everything. That's just me. You see me in the street. This is how you gonna see me. Look like I got to gel some hair down over here. Oh, that's some little beady beads. What's that mean? I need a perm. I need a perm. My little beady beads ain't trying to lay down. This side is laying down, but this other side is then curled up right here. This is why I had a perm at 4 years old. How them little beady beads, them little hairs don't want to lay down. My mama said when she'd comb my hair, them little things would come up, be all around. My hair would come up all around there, wouldn't lay down. And she said, "Oh no, this ain't gonna work." I had my first perm at 4 years old. I've been going to the beauty shop since I was 4 years old. Yeah, I had a lot of hair. Thank you. Continue to pray for me. I pray for everybody. Everybody pray for me. Oh, and they got 28. So that means if somebody needed 30, then you needed to send them $32. So by the time they take the money out, they'll actually get the $30. Yeah, so you'd have to send over. Yep, Jesus is my doctor. So y'all, I done been on here. It's Friday night. Y'all ain't going nowhere. Y'all ain't going out. Y'all don't go to no clubs no more. Y'all don't go shake a tail feather no more. And y'all done worked all week. Y'all tired. I understand that. Lord bless and say the same for me in the morning. I don't want nobody calling me. Because I ain't going to answer the phone nowhere. I'm going to just look at it. And my brother and daddy know not to call me before 10 o'clock. But I'll be happy if they don't call me till later on. Till later on. And even if I don't sleep long, I just want to lay in my bed and just lay there. And if he don't invite to come get me to go to church Sunday, well, I'm going to be in there a little longer. Like I said, I bought some meat from the deli. some fresh bread. I got fruits in there. I got some leftover Panda Express. I don't plan on doing no cooking tomorrow. I plan on being lazy. Like I said, if my dad invite and say he gonna come get me for church, and he waggle with this wheelchair, I'll go. Otherwise, I'll see it on YouTube, and I'm praying that my he'll let me put more pressure. When he let me put more pressure, I'll be able to drive myself to the doctor and anywhere I want to go. And that means Classic Lady, y'all watch out, because Classic Lady is rolling. She rolling again. So that's why I'm gonna do. I've been doing what the doctor ordered, stand off my foot, and if I do get on my foot, I have to walk like on my heel part and not on that part, and that's kind of hard to do when you're not used to doing that. And I guess that's what it when he wanted to teach me about rolling and jumping at the wheelchair. I guess that's where that come in, but I'm not doing that because that's too unstable for me. So, uh, yeah. So I plan on resting tomorrow. I got some of the clothes done. Got some I need to fold. They gonna sit there. I might fold them tomorrow. And I got some more in the dryer. So that's gonna be about the most. I don't want to. I've been on my feet for since I've been back, and I need to really rest my foot and my leg because my leg is swelling. So I need to do that. So tomorrow, I ain't going nowhere. I'll be looking ugly. If I do come on, I might not be on camera or whatever, and I might. I wish I could go back and play music, cause baby, I'd have a jam session tomorrow. But not, especially now that I'm monetized, I definitely don't want to mess up nothing. But I'm gonna have to get me a tablet because it's a lot of stuff that I'm missing out on that I could be doing if I had a tablet. There's more stuff that I could be doing. So I'm just trying to see if it's worth it. If I'm a, you know, hey Dustin Parker, how you doing? Uh, but yeah, I need to stay on here a little, because that's what I said I was gonna do. Come out here and talk and all that kind of stuff, and people could tell of they good blessings and things of that nature. I tell of mine and everything. So thank you, Dustin, for the flow state. I'm still trying to figure out what flow state mean. Do y'all know? If y'all know, put it in the chat. What actually does flow state mean? I've seen it, but I don't know what it means. Just like some of these other things, they put on here. I don't know, but I ask y'all and y'all tell me. Y'all keep me up on game because y'all got teenagers and young adults, and that's how y'all find out stuff and information. So, Dustin, if you know what flow state means, tell me. Well, where you been? Cause I've been here. I've been coming out. It's late, a little bit late now, but I told you when I come home, I'm gonna start coming on at 8 o'clock, between 8 o'clock, 8:30. And then when I was in the hospital, I came on late because I had to wait for the nurses. So it's gonna be some times when I be up at 1, 2 o'clock or whatever. I'll come on, but you ain't gonna see my face because I'm gonna be, I'll be been and got relaxed and in my night clothes and stuff, so it'll just be a dark screen. But yeah, if you want to see me earlier, then I'm on at 8 o'clock. I miss talking to you and seeing you too. But you got to tell me what flow state mean. Well, I hope that work out for you. Whether you're trying to find a job or you're trying to transfer and get another job or a better job, or you're looking for a part-time job, uh, or whatever it is, may God bless you to find it, and something gonna come through for you. Something gonna come through for you. Yeah, and it'll be exactly what you want. So, were you laid off, or what you looking for, out of school or you're changing jobs or what, because y'all know it's hard right now. It's hard for everybody. I was trying to say earlier today, I got a sack of potatoes, and normally the potatoes, the sack of potatoes usually run maybe $1.88. Something they even run like 98 and 88 cents for the 5 pound bag. Uh, $2.79. I was like, good goobly goo. I ain't paid $2.79 for a bag of potatoes in a while. Cause first of all, if I would have had a coupon to get some money off of it, but normally the potatoes, a sack of potatoes is not that much. If you buy the store, I buy the store brand, it don't make a difference. I buy the store brand, a potato is a potato. It come out the ground. But yeah, $2.79. And then the bread I eat, the Nature's Own, that's $4 and some cent. So ain't nothing cheap. The tomatoes, the Roman tomatoes, they were some little bitty ones, like they were some baby tomatoes. They were small. The avocados was soft, so I'm gonna have to do them pretty quick. The eggplant was even little and fat. I was like, golly, they ain't finished letting that grow. But yeah, so everything is. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to get off my foot. I got my leg feel like the Michelin tire man. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to get off my feet. I got too much fluid. I'm retaining fluid, and I can't take my fluid pills. For what? I don't know. Kiara, what is all that you got in here? I know that ain't what flow state mean. Thank you. It's actually a sundress. I took one of these on my trip. Y'all know I was looking for them sundresses that was flowy. I put one of them on my YouTube while I was flowing and I was on the deck where that wind was blowing. That wind was actually high. I don't know why my crazy butt was holding on to that rail. That wind was high on that fifth floor. And we had put the little checker pieces out there. Yeah. That wind was high that day. That dress was waving just like what I wanted it to do. Y'all, I'm getting ready to get off of here. I've been on here a good little while. I need to get in the bed and get off my my leg and stuff. There you go with that costume. There you go with that costume. You never know. You never know. Anything is possible. Hey, maybe one day I can come to your state or whatever you come to mind, or we meet somewhere in the middle and put us a costume on. But we ain't gonna be no horse. We ain't gonna be no horse, because I sure ain't gonna be the butt in the horse smelling nobody else behind. So you're gonna have to think of another costume. I know that's what you say your fantasy was, but that's a fantasy I can't fulfill for you. So you come up with another one. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all new surfing my channel, please consider subscribing and becoming a new member. I do have paid memberships, which you can join that way. I had one of my content creators and sister friends donated, gifted 5 people memberships. So that's the ones that are lit up in green. For people that don't know, the people in blue are my moderators. I think they done got off here, except for probably one. So I'm not going to make her work, because at a certain time the bus pulls up to Walmart and drop a lot of people, cuckoo people off, and they be running, and they always seem to run to my chat and flood my chat. So if I do have one moderator or 2 on, I'm not going to stay on that long, so they don't have to do all that. Hey, Daniel, sup with you? So there are super chat, super stickers available. They amount from $1 to $500. You give whatever amount you want as a donation to me, a blessing to me. You want to bless me with which I don't drink Starbucks, but I would just say Starbucks, Whataburger, anything if you want to do, be a blessing to me on my channel. There are super gifts that they're the little, you get them in the gift box where you can see when you do a little gift, they float up at the top and everybody can see the little gifts. At the end of each live, there's a super thanks, which you may have looked at my live or replay, and I may have given you some little good information, and you might want to just bless me with a donation there as well. You can also do that. But the likes is free. Hit the like button, and the subscription to the channel is free as well. So I'll be coming on at 8 o'clock. And today I stayed a little bit longer than I expected. And for the people that joined me when I was in the hospital, and I came on at 10:30, and you with that crew or whatever, if you looking at me on a replay, I'm still gonna keep my promise, and I'm gonna pop on at sometime at 1, 2, or 3 o'clock in the morning and come on and talk to y'all. But if I get a lot of cuckoo people and people trolling, I'm gonna get off. I ain't gonna tolerate that at that time in the morning. So with that being said, everybody, hope you had a good day. Hope you have a good day today, which is Saturday for most of us. Spend time with your family. Do something positive. Be thankful. And angels on everybody's pillows. And Classy Lady will see everybody later. Good night, y'all, or good morning to whoever. Later, y'all.